Welcome to D-Mod Garage. We're back at Lorne for the Revolks 25, and as you can see in the background here, we have a lot of cars starting to rock up. They're all getting in here about 10 o'clock. We've got some splitties lined up here, I've got some bays, we've got beetles. It's going to be another cracking day here, and the surf's actually, there's a few waves out there too, but I did not bring my surfboard. Oh well, not to worry. We're going to go and start having a bit of a look-see at these cars. Sunny Sunshine's parked just there, of course, and we're going to just start cruising around and having a look at these beautiful splitties, and you guys can come and enjoy the show. Let's check them out. This is the bay section, and there's plenty of them. Us splitties seem to be outnumbered. There's quite a few cool ones here, I tell you. Yeah, good mate. Look, there's an alien in there. They're coming to anal probe us. No, they're not. That's nice. I like that one. Right, onto the beetles. You can see here we've got Elle. Everybody knows Elle from the channel. She made it. Look at this beast here. We're going to have a little look at the rear end on these things. You're going to be on YouTube now, sorry.
It's my first outing.
Well, how exciting. Look at this. So righto guys, so we're here with Rusty, and we are going to have a bit of an impromptu interview to check out his newly on the road 63 Splitty. So Rusty, take us away. Just tell us the backstory on it. Like, where did you get this from, and how long ago did you get this from?
So I managed to get this one about 14 years ago. We heard some whispers in our local country town of Natimuck that it was sitting on a farm. So Dad and I grabbed the binoculars and went looking. It was hard to find. It was just a body shell, and it was painted like a pale yellow, and it blended in with the dry crops and the dry grass. We managed to finally spot it. We ended up knowing the family that owned it, and yeah, was able to get it. So it was just a body shell.
Right. Okay. So glass. Did it have glass in it?
It had the cab glass, windscreens, the back windows missing, but the family had a buggy which had the front end out of it, and they used the back glass. But yeah.
Okay. So no headlights, no emblem, no bumper bars, no, like literally just a shell.
It had the front bumper.
Yep.
But that was it.
Okay. So, and then when did you sort of start restoring it? Like what? I mean, obviously you're only young, and you probably didn't have any money to start on it, right?
Yeah, it took me 10 years to collect parts and all the gear to start the resto. I started that 4 years ago and finished it earlier this year.
Okay, so that's probably a pretty good time frame to, doing like 2-3 hours a day on it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Obviously between working and everything else.
Every night, go home from work.
So we'll have a little bit of a look inside it, because it's obviously factory colours. And I mean, from what I can make out here, and you've gone, that's the Wolfberg West material?
No, this one's from, the vinyl is from, I can't remember the company, Deutsche Polster in America.
Righto, okay.
So I bought the full vinyl kit.
Yep.
And all the door cards are from Brad at Bus and Bug in Melbourne.
Yep.
And I covered all of them myself.
Okay.
With the Wolfsburg West stainless trims.
Yep. And then obviously, if we look inside the dash here, it looks really original. Geenberg shifter. For all you guys know, I'm a big fan of the Geenberg shifter. I think it's the best one on the market, and a lot of people do agree with me. I do like what you've done with the high beam switch. So what is that? Is that a...
That's from Autowares in the UK.
Right. Rubber?
Yes.
It is rubber.
So that just pushes onto the original.
That is cool as. I definitely dig that one. That is really cool. So, and then you've done a little oil, is that oil pressure? Yeah. Oil temp. I like that. That's pretty cool. And then, I mean, you've kept it all. Oh, actually, there is something I just noticed that you've got. The Speedo. And that's got the trip on it. Yeah, that's expensive little... That's like $10, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just in case the wife's listening. Okay, yep, inside the back you've done all the... So this was a microbus or a combi?
No, this one was a combi.
Okay, so it was a combi.
This was originally just all pearl white.
Oh, right. Yep. Okay, so it wasn't... Okay.
It wasn't originally mouse grey.
Okay, so you've changed that. And then obviously drop spindles?
Yes.
Or flip spindles?
Flip spindles. 2-inch narrowed beam.
Yep, which looks good. Yeah.
Fellows Speed Shop disc brake kit from the UK.
Okay, so that, yeah, I haven't seen that before. Interesting. And is that alloy?
Yes, yep.
Yeah, right.
With wheelwood calipers.
Okay, that would be good stopping power. Obviously, original 15-inch rims.
Yes, yep.
That's funny because I know that a lot of the Americans that watch the channel, a lot of their splitties had 14-inch rims on them. They didn't have 15s, so they kind of always question, how come we got the 15s? I don't know, one of those weird Australian, German things maybe. So and then in the back here, if we have a look in the back, obviously some tools and stuff. Yep. Let's have a little bit of a look. Yeah, so all the period corrects trim and all, as everybody knows, to buy all this stuff and have it here in Australia, it's expensive. There you go, coat hook. I haven't got that yet. Up in the corner there. That's something. Oh, you got two of them here. Damn, that's more things I've got to get for mine. And then, okay, so just the metal roof at the back, and that's how they would have come, isn't it, with the roofs?
Yeah, it would have this one would have been would have just had the front two headliner cards.
Right.
And would have been bare.
Bare from their back, yeah, because it was obviously just like a combination thingo, yeah. And then original seat? Or
it's actually a bay window seat.
Modified?
Modified.
Yeah, which is what a lot of us do, because as you guys know, splitty seats cost a fortune. And then if we come back to the business end down the back here, and as you can see here, 63 has that little indentation there, which I think was that. I don't know if that was just 63 only for Australia. It might have been. Then or 60. Well, that's 61. That's 61, and that's got that little indentation. I don't even know what that's for. If anyone knows, chime in. And then motor-wise, what have you got motor-wise?
Currently, it's got a 1600 single port.
Okay.
But I've recently picked up a 2110 long block built by Andrew Champness from Air Called Antics.
Yep.
So I just got to finish up the tinware on that, and hopefully in the next few months get that in.
Yeah, and that'll be a big improvement on the on the horsepower numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the jail bar, I like that. Yeah, little jail bars on the back. Nice little touch. No, really good job. Like, and it's they are. I reckon this style of height, I reckon, is perfect. Going. So you've got tyre wise, you've got a tyre choice.
195, 65 on the back.
Right, okay. And then the fronts are 55.
185.
185, 55, yeah. So you've got good grip, and you can see 2-inch. Interesting that's 2-inch narrowed, and I think mine is supposed to be 2-inch narrowed too, but I don't know. Oh yeah, no, it would be. Yeah, it sits in about the same amount. So, yeah, there you go. No, it's very, very cool, and as we all know, with the bodywork on these things, it takes a long time. And I was following Rusty's posts of him doing all the work, and it does. People think you can slap these together really quickly, and you can't. It takes a long time to get them to look good, and have, especially the roof, right? Yeah. The roof's torture. It takes so long.
There's
and
a
then
lot of hours blocking that roof.
Yeah, and you'll I don't know if you've noticed. I know with mine, with different temperatures, you'll get little wavy ripples, and then the next day they won't be there, and you're like, where did that go? And it's just the temperature. They just move around, and no, it's really cool. No, good job, mate. You've done an excellent job on this thing. So it's good to see we've got another one on the road, because we try to save these when we get them. So all right, cheers, Rusty. We'll keep moving.
Thanks, Nico.
You. Righto, guys. Well, we're going to take off now. We've got a couple of hour drive back to our side of the coast, and it's going to rain later, so we've got to get going. So anyway, thanks for stopping by for Revolts 2025, and we'll see you next year when we're back here again.